And that's been so important to me as I travel the world, because you do hang out with all sorts of monks and nuns from all different traditions. And I'm so proud of being friends with all those traditions and making those bridges between the traditions and seeing that, yes, we have different coloured robes and we have the different genders. The only reason here in Perth, our monks wear the lighter brown and the nuns wear the darker brown, is so you know who's who. That's all. There's nothing special about that. You know if it's a monk or a nun. Because that's quite important sometimes, because sometimes this actually happened here some years ago. That we had one of our first nuns here, I think it was actually Sister Jitindriya, and she was visiting for a while, and just after the morning lunch on a Saturday, one of the ladies decided to take her for a little tour around the sights of Perth for the first time. So she was in the car, sitting next to another lady. There's the two of them in the front seat of a car, and they drove off from the community hall just round the corner here. And as soon as they drove off, I think it was a Thai lady, started shouting out, "Hey, look, there's Ajahn Brahm sitting next to a girl. Where are they going?" And it was actually a very close call, because it was very lucky at that time when she was pointing to this brown figure with a bald head sitting in the front passenger seat of a car next to a young girl. I happened to come out and said, "Ajahn Brahm's over there, Ajahn Brahm's over here." And because she recognised that couldn't be me, because I was actually standing right next to her, said, "I'm here," she realised there was a nun in the car, it wasn't me. But if I hadn't come out there, she'd have gone around and said, "This Ajahn Brahm, you know what he gets up to?" That's why we have the different colour robes these days. So you know who the monks are and who the nuns are. That's the only reason we have the differences. And the only other reason why we have the differences in the colours of the robes, you've seen these monks from Bangkok having these bright yellow robes. You know why that is? If you've ever seen the traffic in Bangkok, so that's why they can avoid the cars. They can see them coming. So that's only a joke. That's not why they wear the bright yellow robes, to avoid being hit by traffic. The main reason they do that is because just the natural dyes. In the northeast of Thailand, where our tradition comes from, we used to dye our robes in jackfruit, and they come out this browner colour. In other parts, you dye your robes with other natural colours, they come out more red. Or in places like Korea, they don't have that type of wood. They use charcoal, which is why they have got the grey robes. And so the different colours of robe, they originated just because that was the natural dyes available at the time, just for simplicity. There was nothing else other than just simplicity and just what was available to dye your clothes at the time.